Hello everybody, welcome to AP Art History in Themes. APAH in Themes is a series of instructional videos for AP Art History teachers like me, an AP Art History teacher, that aim to help my colleagues more cohesively and easily integrate non-Western art into their AP Art History curriculum. That's not to say that these videos can't help non-AP Art History teachers. Integrating non-Western art into lower-level art history survey courses is a good teaching practice. It allows your students to discover more world cultures from beyond the European tradition and exposes them to diversity that could and should help them become more educated, engaged, and aware world citizens. There's just a couple of questions I want to answer before I get started. Number 1. What is non-Western art? Let's break it down so it's easy to understand. Non-Western art is also called art from beyond the European tradition. It's called this because the artwork made by these civilizations was in no way impacted by any culture that was based in what we now know as Europe. Non-Western art, aka art from beyond the European tradition, includes art from the ancient Near East, ancient Egypt, Africa, South and Southeast Asia, China, Korea, Japan, Oceania, which includes Australia and all the surrounding islands, North, Central, and South America before the arrival of European explorers, and art of the Islamic world. The College Board requires that AP teachers dedicate 20% of their course coverage to art from beyond the European tradition. That's compared to 80% that's dedicated to Western art. The College Board wants their teachers to approach teaching art history from a truly global context, which means moving beyond teaching only popular fan favorites like the ancient Near East and Egypt. Beginning in the fall of 2015, the percentage of non-Western art that the College Board will expect AP Art History teachers to integrate into their curriculum goes up to 35%, which brings me to my next topic. Number 2, why am I making these videos? My experience in the AP Art History classroom has allowed me to make quite a few observations about areas of the course in need of development. In comparison to Western art, there aren't nearly as many teaching resources that exist to help guide teachers like me towards adequately integrating non-Western art into their curriculums. While there are some suggestions out there in regards to how to go about integrating non-Western art into the curriculum, it's ultimately us teachers that have to decide on, organize, and implement our chosen method of delivery for our students. There are very few examples out there that explicitly focus on how to respectfully and cohesively merge non-Western and Western art history instruction together. I've chosen a thematic approach to teaching non-Western art in my own classroom. While I maintain a traditional chronological approach, because I feel it's a necessity for a beginning art history student, I thematically weave non-Western artworks into my curriculum by comparing and contrasting them to a Western work that deals with the same or similar theme. These are what I call cross-cultural or chronological connections. In these videos, I'll show you a few examples of these cross-cultural or chronological connections and how I suggest presenting them to a classroom full of students. It is my hope that through these videos, teachers might be able to discover just how manageable non-Western art integration can be, how much truly global context it will bring to their classes, and how relatable works of art from completely different and distant civilizations can be. Now, go check out episode 1, where I compared two works of architecture based around the theme of sacred space.